Yes, people, welcome back to another content. John Sinclair TV back again, and on a Wednesday evening, and it's absolutely balming in Bristol. Oh dear, it's so hot in the city, like, do you know what I mean? But look, I hope it stays this way, peeps, and let's hope it stays so until at least September, October. So if you like the video, like what you see, then please hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button as well. And if you'd like to become a member, then click on the join button. And if you'd like to get a super chat, do a super chat, then you know exactly what to do. Just give what you can. Just click on the dollar button as well. Yeah, we're going to talk about the latest on Sven Botman. We're going to talk about Hugo Ekitike. We're also going to talk about Dean Henderson, Urgard from Ron as well. And yeah, like I said, if you've got to come on and have your say, then please do so. And I'm going to get Mason in just a few minutes as well. I'm going to go through the comments as well. And there's not very many, by the way, but big up to Keith Lyons as well. This is beyond a joke now with this Toon Tax. Ekitike needs to sack his agent. That will save him some money. Same with Botman. We agree the price, then that's the price. If not, move on. I have to agree with you there, mate. 110% agree with you there. And I've got one, I think, a Facebook user. It could be Ian, it could be Alan. I suppose it'd be 31 degrees down here in London on Thursday and Friday. Wow. Bring it on. Bring it on. After a 60-year-old kid, Roger Fernandez, his name is, by the way, and Ajax are wanting him as well, people. So we're just not just after him, but Ajax as well. And big up to Stu, my guy, he's going well. Just been a balming day today. It's really hot as well. So thanks for joining on the board. Yeah, like I said, I mean, what's going on with our deals? I know people are just getting a bit frustrated, impatient because we want to get the deals done. I mean, look, if Arsenal's bad, then we're not very far away. But in my opinion, I want to get the targets in straight away. I want to get targets in before the June, before the pre-season, in my opinion, yeah. But on my take, I think Ekitike, I'll go, by the way, Ekitike, his agent, should sack him. Ekitike should sack his agent right away. Why? Because he's trying to hark for a move to Bristol Dortmund, which I think is an absolute disgrace, man. Do you know what I mean? But it's either you take the deal or move on. The same with Sven Botman. We need to hear from him as well. If he does want to come to Newcastle, he's made it quite clear he already wants to move to Milan. Now, that's according to reports in Italy. And I know people's going to come on and say, yeah, that's the Italy side. That's the Italian side, not from here. But this is getting beyond a joke. Me, personally, I'm getting bored of it now because at the end of the day, don't want to be least. We don't want to mess our boot. It's as simple as that. And it is absolutely frustrating. And now, I mean, it's just getting boring now. And they're using our name, right, just to have the prices up as well. No, I'm not having it. No way. Not having it at all. Gospel Cons are going to get Mason on first. And big up to Truls. One of the mods. Big up to Tony the Red. And big up to Peter G. I hope you're okay. I've got Truls again. I've got Tony the Red, Jules again, big up to you. I've got Danielle in the house as well. She's made a good point. There's more players out there than the Botman and Ekitike. Move on to the next players. Yep, I have to agree. Big up to Jay Sweet in the house as well. I hope you're okay. As what we're hearing is true, then we should walk away, particularly with Botman. Yeah, it's heading that way, isn't it? Big up to Roy. I hope Liam is fine and absolutely brilliant. Keep it civil, hit the likes. Thank you so much indeed. There's more players from Botman, Ekitike. Move on. And I've got so many people waiting to come on, and you're going to get your chance. Don't worry about that. I'm going to go straight to Mason because he came in first. Mason, good evening, mate. How are you doing?
Evening, John. Hi, good, mate. Hi.
Champion. Right. I mean, what is going on? I mean, you got Ekitike. I mean, he wants to come. His agent is basically saying, look, hold off for Borussia Dortmund, which you led to believe. And as for Botman, oh my God, I mean, he's not saying that, and he only wants the Milan move, according to reports in Italy. Can you just take it away, man? Take it away.
Just hard to say. Just if other clubs want the players who we want, it's just for like if they're playing in Champions League or playing more money, or they're going to be playing at the highest level. But some of them might not want to come to Newcastle because we know we could finish mid-table or so stuff like that. So I think Botman, hopefully we can get him. And Ekitike, hopefully we're both. I'm positive that we could get them over the line, but it's just with other clubs, bigger clubs than us coming in, and they might think they want to go there instead of come to Newcastle, obviously.
Come on, yeah, it is disgraceful, man. You know what I mean? They just use this as a name because if you look, we've been linked to every single player under the sun. It is ridiculous, man. I mean, look, Ekiteke's 19 years old, right? The guy, I'm not going to say he's naive, but he needs to sack his agent right now, get someone's going to come in and do a job. He wants the Newcastle move, right? But these agents, all they care about, they don't care about the player, they don't care about the club. All they care about is the money.
That's what I was thinking, John, as well. The agents just told for more money.
That's all it is. That is all it is. And it is a joke. It's absolutely a joke, man. Because let's be real, right? I mean, I'll give him a deadline this weekend, right? And just say, look, give me a deadline. If you don't want to move, we'll move on. Simple as that. You had 6 months, right? Move on. If I went for a job interview, right? I was City Gordon, by the way. I went for a job interview, right? And I said to them, look, give us time. They're not going to wait for you, are they?
No, they're not going to wait for you. They're not going to wait for you.
Joke, isn't it?
They said the Ekitike thing is just going on too long now.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give him, like I said, that I'd go with Daniel all the way. There's other targets to go for as well, right? We're going to come to the Newcastle tax in a bit. I know Andy's got something to say about that as well. I'll go for the comments, but to Mark's in the house, thanks for joining. And Tony and Danielle's going at it as well, which I think is great. Big up to David as well. All okay. I'm great. I'm trying to hear him there, but are right around the corner. Move on. That's some tools. I have to agree. Get Ekiteke's agent sacked. Yep. Bang on tools. Even the Lord to Mag as well. I've got Marcus again. TK agent is looking for after the players, just looking after more money for himself and Lil are just being greedy. I'm going to talk about Lil in a bit again. Davey, welcome to you, mate. And we're looking forward to signing whoever it is yet. And where we go long to have a long new contract, there's who signed that Newcastle will be bringing in all of these big signings. Did one of them not already sacked previous agent? We don't know, I don't know. And I'll go on to Andy and Cole. I'll go to Andy. What's your take on it, mate, about what's going on at the club? I mean, it's just stalling, and I don't know why.
I wouldn't get worried. I think all these players will eventually sign, no matter what. I think it's just a bit of, concern that hasn't been announced yet. All of the good, well-sourced journalists, which most of us respect, are saying that it will be completed sooner rather than later. So I wouldn't get worried. I wouldn't blame anyone. I just think this sort of things takes a bit of time. I wouldn't get worried. Wouldn't get worried definitely about Ekitike. And I mean, it's not like you've agreed a fee with Lille, with Botman yet. So I don't think you can really get upset about that because you haven't even agreed to deal with Lille. You have to agree to deal with Lille first. And that's only how you can develop into a signing. I wouldn't get worried. No chance.
I mean, Spurs has spent Spurs bought in 5 players already, sort of thing. That they were quick on the ball, yeah, and Conte demanded that.
There's no fee.
They've brought in Perisic. They're going to bring in Basuma.
Yeah, they've got them.
Forster from Southampton.
Forster.
Kulusevski and Bentancur are both signed on permanent deals, so that's technically 5. So
yeah. Didn't Bentancur sign on a permanent in January? I thought Kulusevski was on. Kulusevski was on loan. Bentancur was on a permanent. Yeah,
that's going to turn into a new deal. It's going to turn into a full-time contract with those two. So, I mean, Peter, look at Arsenal fans are getting a paddy anyway. But we go for this conversation. I'll agree with you, by the way, Andy. Andy's going up so fast. That's some Tony. We can't get big signings. I have no European football. It's a real blow. Daniel, I have to agree with you right there. Look, absolutely. This is why I've always said about Sven Botman is going to end up going to Milan. I've always said that. And I know people are saying Piper's going to come to Newcastle. Yeah, but they could offer Champions League. We can't. That is the thing. But I'm not. Go on.
I think it was Mark's comment earlier on where he said, just quote unquote, Mark's words, not mine, Lille are being a greedy bandit. Lille are entitled to ask whatever money they want at whatever point they want, and unless they've agreed a fee with Newcastle. They're entitled, if they want to add 6 million on, because they know Newcastle have got the money, they'll go, this is a club that's got that's got money. They're entitled to add 6 million on. It's their player. It's unless the valuation is so far off. This is why Derby got deducted 9 points, by the way, because their player valuation was so far off. If your player valuation is so far off, imagine Lille asking 300 million or something. That would be ridiculous. If your player valuation is that far off, then you'd go, that's not within the rules. But they're not asking for a ridiculous amount of money. They're asking for 6 million more than what they asked for at the start of the deal.
Newcastle tax, Danny. Newcastle tax.
No. Yes.
Newcastle tax.
Yes. You're gonna have to live with it because they know you have the money. You've got to live with it now. You can't go around saying we're the richest club in the world and let everyone know, and then not expect some clubs to go, they've got money.
This is why This is why Man City walk away from the Harry Maguire deal, because they didn't want to pay the Man City tax. That's why they got Ruben Diaz instead. They said, "I'm not going to pay extra money to you. We're going to get Ruben Diaz instead, and it costs a lot less." And he's levels above Maguire.
That's their right to do so, and that's your right to do so. You could walk away from the Botman deal and go, "I'm not paying that. We're not paying that 6 million more." We could go. Yeah. We could go to get someone else. We could go someone else for the same price.
I think Newcastle's done. I think Newcastle walked away.
Is that been confirmed, Gordon?
According to what do you call him? Is it Craig Hope or whatever his name is?
Yeah. Craig Hope.
Newcastle's officially walked away.
Can't blame him at all, man. If that's true, I cannot blame him. Why should Ekitike sack his agent? I get we want players to join us, but we are still in June. Ekitike and his agent have every right to take the time, making a decision. I can understand sort of, no, I'm patient sort of thing. Yeah, we got to be patient, and we got to.
Should have been on a few days.
I know, yeah, Reese, but you go on Lucas' channel, right, and you go on Steve's channel to both Arsenal fans. They are both furious, you know what I mean, because of the Zuma deal. Big up to Static, by the way. He's a goon. He's not very happy at all whatsoever. I hope you're okay. The touch looks real on Annie. Everyone loves you, Annie, by the way.
Who would you say for? Would you say for Tottenham? Would you say for Arsenal if you were Zuma?
Yeah. Say again, Gordon. You're gone quick.
I said, if you're Bazuma, who would you say for? Would you say for Arsenal? Who would you say for Tottenham?
Me personally, I'll say for Arsenal, mate. I'll say for Arsenal. I mean, end of the day. I mean, end of the day sort of thing, right? I mean, like, if I had a London club, it'd be Arsenal, but I don't support a London club. I'm a Newcastle United fan all the way through. But saying Stan Gordon, there you go. You play for Conte, right? You play for Conte, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Jason, have you clipped that bit? Please clip that. That is a Sinclair from Mr. John Sinclair.
No.
He said the club he likes or whatever. Paraphrasing.
No.
I will message Mr. Jason.
No. Do not do that. I'll give you a yellow card. Even lads from Statsman over your okay, mate. Good. Newcastle have a wage limit, and we have a budget of 60 million quid. Is that enough? Is that enough for the summer? I'm not sure. And he's just left as well. He'll be back in a bit, no doubt. We just need enough to get us into Europe. They're the big players who come. We've got to get in Europe first. I agree there, Daniel. Again, talking sense, isn't he? Big up John Mason Gordon and the number one Bristol City fan, which he's going to take a break. We need good goals mid and attackers there score way too. Lots as well. Streamyard is playing again. let's have a look at this one as
So
well.
we can't offer these players European football.
This is the thing, Gordon. We cannot offer them at all because you know why? You're not in Europe. Simple as that. And also, right, some of the players are not happy with the project in Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? Well, if they don't want to come to Newcastle, that's fine. But if you ever get to Europe and they want to come to our club, they'll say, no, you're not coming. You had your chance before. You're not coming now. We need more goals and midfield attackers. Yeah, I read that. Big up to Now. Big up to Truls again. Have Newcastle walked away? Has it been confirmed? I mean, I don't think it's been confirmed.
I seen on Sky. It was yesterday that he walked up with that Newcastle got to walk away. This was from Sky.
Can you blame them? Can you blame them though?
They just take the mick now. That's what they're doing.
Exactly. I mean, I'll just say, in fact, guys, I will never ever do business with Lille ever again. There's no way. No. Even if the offer is on the fee, I will not deal with them at all because
look what happened to Carlos.
They're a greedy club. They're a greedy club. They just want money. And my take on it as well, I agree with Paul today on his channel. They're playing Russian roulette over this because in Ligue 1, there's many clubs are in financial duty or not. They need the money financially unless you're PSG, right? Bordeaux got relegated. Saint Etienne got relegated. They're in big trouble as well with financials as well. Now, all it is, right, they're playing a dangerous game. Take the money, Lille. If you don't want to take the money and you're trying to be greedy, walk out. Just leave us alone. We'll walk on. You walk on. Simple as that. Now, just said about Luca, there's John, and I'll have to listen to that later on. Fuming over Basuma. 25 million quid as well. And you're asking for a far check. Well, and let's look at this one as well.
See what happened to Carlos, John? That Sevilla just took the mick.
Yeah. Then all it is, right? They're just laughing at us. They're just really laughing at us because at the end of the day, they know we got money, right? And Annie, I have to agree with Annie to a good degree, right? I mean, they said they can ask for what they want, fine. But at the end of the day, right, one thing I'm going to say, and this is my opinion, guys, we are not going to be fleeced.
No, we're not going to be taking mugs off.
No. Because at the end of the day, right, if we want to play the game, we do the same. Yeah. We're just gonna stamp our authority, just tell them to look, we're not gonna mess about here. You're gonna mess about, right? Then don't bother. As simple as that. Basuma's a gooner and he signs his Spurs, I don't get it. And it's for a far check. Haven't anywhere that he's left Botman deal. I haven't seen it at all. Foxy is saying Ekitike is probably ready for Dortmund and it's far better move for his development. He'll play from the start, easier league, and it won't stand in his way. When it's time to leave, 2 or 3 year to save option. If he does what he says, they probably get 80 million for this kid. Probably more than that. Spurs have been with London Club and Rangers. Well, fair enough. You look at his few last neat fair dues. Let's have a look at that one as well. Over the comments, we're going to come on to Ekitike as well. And in that one, John, that's the net to Andy. That's the net tonight's Tony, and he's struggling. Our budget 60 mil would be a pittance if it's to believe. It's funny now how so many people seems to know how much we'll spend in the window. Me personally, you don't tell your competitors, Mason, how much you've got. You don't tell them. You just keep your mouth shut, basically.
Because everybody else is just going to take the mickey, because if we get like 60 million, they're thinking, why haven't you got more money with being the richest club in the world? That's what they'll be saying.
Yeah, exactly. Do you go with that, Gordon?
Yeah, like I say, I agree with what Winston said there, but the clubs are just taking the mick now because Newcastle have got the richest club in the world. We're not going to go and spend stupid money on one player. We'll just move on.
Yeah, I agree. We have not walked away. Both offers are still in place. I mean, Ekiteke's agent, right, is harking for a better deal with Dortmund. Yeah, he's basically said, don't go to Newcastle, go to Dortmund, right? But we don't know what to believe. But I'm still relaxed to the whole thing, right? But as Newcastle fans, right, we're not allowed to have a good. We're not allowed to say, oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're not allowed. We got to be patient, and I'm going to be patient, sort of thing. You know what I mean? The transfer window is early. They get that. Unless you are an Arsenal fan, because they are fuming. And let's go this one as well. Forgot to add Bristol. Big up to Keith, by the way. Chris Wilder has made. How's Chris, by the way, Keith? Hope he's okay. What we need to do is make one final offer of both players, whatever it may be. Give them a time limit to agree, which I agree 110%. If they don't, we move on. Simple as that, mate. Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much indeed, mate. I mean, the thing is, right, we're not going to be fleeced for anything. We are not going to get messed up. It's as simple as that. So I just think, and I get a lot of people saying exactly the same thing. So it is what it is. You're right, mate. Carlos is every time because of the wage demands. Newcastle won't break the wage, but that's the first I've heard of that. And it's all brinkmanship in these deals. Try not to stress too much, Michael. I'm not, mate. I mean, most Newcastle fans on social media are. And I think it's a case of clubs like Littlefinger because we are bidding on the likes of Botman, so we are clearly interested in that player. So how much and our owners willing to pay is what they think. That's from Geordie. And big up to you as well. Hope you will. Basuma has been trying to come to Arsenal for the last 2 years. Good luck to him at Tottenham. I wanted to do and prove my team wrong yet again. Obviously, Static's not a happy Arsenal fan. I like to see why. And give Botman and Ekitike till Friday. Yeah, so we can move on to our titles. Go and get Gleison Bremer for Torino. At least you got target Arsenal, some unknown young player from Kilmarnock. Any Kilmarnock fans in the chat? Tell us about this new player we're going to get, please. Thank you. I don't know what to believe, but there's talk about us hijacking West Ham's target. Egrard, left-footed centre-back from Rennes. I don't know a lot about this kid. Any French players that you know? Then let us know. Do you know anything about him, guys?
I never heard of him.
I just heard yesterday that he was going to have a medical at West Ham. That was it. I've never heard of him. And again, we're after Areola, and they're trying to hijack Areola off us.
Yeah. Or is it because we're after a grad? Is it because that the Sven Botman deal is dead in the water? Could it be that? Because I don't know.
I think if it's true about the lad from France, from Rennes, it could be. I think that could be dead in the water. That, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, apparently West Ham are after him as well, and it seems to me that they agreed to deal with him, and he's going to have a medical. But the problem is they're worried because we're going to come in and hijack the deal. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in that. Again, we've got to wait and see. Sit tight on that, people. So we should see on that one. And Andy, welcome back, mate.
Thank you.
Andy.
Yeah.
He's asleep. No, I was going to say that he's miles away. Come back to him in a bit. I'll be just come say he might be out. Everyone say chose Tony and Geordie 2 for life as well. I'd love to get his first name, by the way. No Kamalek fans in the ground. Never mind. Yeah, John. You never know.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear us now?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. So so do you think Ekitike is going to come? You just said earlier on, just calm down, don't get stressed. Do you think we're going to get the player?
Who, Ekitike?
Yeah. Or do you think he's going to Dortmund?
Yeah. No, you'll be fine. I mentioned this earlier, didn't I? You just need to don't panic. Yeah, maybe slight turbulence, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine, honestly. Honestly, I won't be worried at all. Deal's been agreed.
Yeah.
Play looks like he's keen to come.
Can I just come? Oh, sorry. Just let you go what you're going to say.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
He's having his medical today. That lad from Rennes. Sky's just confirmed that he is in London. He's going to be expected in London tomorrow to have a medical.
So we cross him off the list then. 100% cross him off the list. Thanks for that, Mason. Diego Carlos wanted to come in Jan, but Sevilla added more on initial price. That was agreed. Therefore, it didn't happen. That's not the first time they've done that. They've done it to Chelsea for is it a French lad as well? Is it Grande? Is it Jules Grande? What his name is?
Jules Koundé.
Koundé, that's the one. I should be sacked. Anyway, so Danny Simpson poster. That's a Matty D, but don't upset him. I heard about Odegaard too. Cross off the list, mate. He's going to West Ham. West Ham had Areola on loan last season. It's technically Newcastle hijacking though, but tough. And look, at the end of the day, it's all paper toast and Newcastle's going to hijack. It's going to hijack that. But at the end of the day, now it comes from it. But like I said, I'm not going to say now when it comes to transfers now. I'm just going to let it pan out. Whoever comes in, I will back the new player as well. I'm the fastest right in the West, not very accurate, but fastest. Choose. Thanks for your information, mate. If Bruno can't sleep a night before signing, Ekitike waiting on better club, and Botman, Club Lille asking for more money, shows that Newcastle reputation is still an issue. The training ground losing history, that's Revenger. What's your take on that one, Gordon?
The training ground, yeah, I think the training ground is probably an issue as well. When the players go to the training ground, I'm thinking this training ground is not very good, nice place to be.
Yeah.
Compared to other training grounds.
Fair enough. My name's George. Oh, I'll call you George for now on, mate. True. Big up to you, George. Thanks for that. And Chris has said, hear that Dean Henderson could be going to Forest. All that being taller is nailed on time for us. Then again, you don't know what to believe with regards to transfers. Christopher, on that point, good point, by the way. It goes to show that we don't know anything. All these people on social media that's piping up, we're going to get this player, we're going to get that player sort of thing, and it ends up written out sort of thing. Just relaxed, just calm it down, and then everyone will be okay. Do you agree with that one there? I'll go with you, Annie.
Obviously, there are some sources where you can slightly rely on. Yeah, but some of them are, you know who I mean. Are just totally out there, just don't know what they're talking about, rely on other sources and go, yeah, we'll go with that. No. Got have proper sources, and fans should only be believing that, really.
I think we're gonna get Ekitike. I think that's going to happen soon.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. We'll get one of them. But the thing is, though, I mean, my opinion is I've always said that Botman's going to end up going to Milan, and I've got £100 riding on it as well. And Ekitike, I think it will eventually come to us. And look, they already got that lad from Salzburg as well as a Haaland replacement. So I don't think he'd be second fiddle at all whatsoever. But we should see. Only one player's going to come and play for the badge, not prefer the fourth choice, because Hart might not see him in it at all. As for Geordie, Hugo Ekitike, I'm not really fussed about it. The simple reason that he's 90-year-old and already seems to be injury prone. 3 injuries in the last 16 months, I hear people. Amanda Staveley said in April that the budget is 60 mil, even in Chronicle. So it's not, 60 million plus player sales. Grundy, thanks a lot, mate, for that one. Sevilla were playing in Europe, so January in second La Liga. They were all selling Carlos on offer they couldn't refuse. It's quite simple, really. We expected clubs to just agree whatever we offer. Yeah, that is fair enough there. That's fair enough. And Matty's in the house again. And it said in April and June, that's Geordie. Now, anything can change. If we have 60 mil, we'll be in the lower half. We need quality, not mediocrity player quality, in my opinion. 6 million doesn't sound a lot, done it at all. I can't lie. He's serious now. What players are linked to Bristol City, and who do you want in? They already got. Is it Naismith?
Naismith.
Naismith is in Stroud.
So we've already signed 3 players. We've signed Mark Sykes from Oxford on a free transfer, which is probably going to be rotation. We signed Cal Naismith, as you mentioned, who is a top quality championship centre back, and I didn't expect him to come to us. And brilliant signing, goes straight into our first team. Kane Wilson, player of the season in League 2, top signing, fits pretty much in our first team. Need a defensive midfielder, probably need another centre midfielder, and probably need a striker, and then we're done.
Yeah. Oh, talking about being done. I think it's into it. Then he's done. I tell you, I'm going to clip that as well, by the way. 30 minutes and 11, by the way. And 30 minutes.
I was just about to ask him where I say Kane Wilson from.
Boston Rovers.
Vegan Wars. I just call them vegan
Aye.
rovers, mate.
Yeah, Forest Green Rovers, by the way. And that's where he comes from, Kane Wilson. Is that right, Forest Green Rovers?
Yeah, as I was saying, need a defensive midfielder, striker.
Yeah.
We got a great striking for run 3 if we don't lose anyone. But after that, we need a striker. After that, we've got Naki Wells, who was a bit no.
I like that Feynman.
Oh, he's so good.
He's good, isn't he?
Vyman is interesting one because he's so good, but at his age, no one's really going to pay what we would want from him after the season. So I'm quite relaxed on Andres, and I'll probably say I'm quite relaxed on Alex Scott as well. So overall, I'm very happy to start the window. Probably need a centre defensive midfielder. We're being linked with Reading's Andy Rinamotta, who is a ridiculously good championship player, and I would absolutely love him to go straight into our team. And once you drop him in there with the team we've already assembled, you go, that team challenges for the top 6 next season.
Yeah, you got to score goals, and Feynman's got to be scoring goals, which I think he will do, and your defence got to be so tight.
Yeah, and obviously we got Wilson closer signed on a new deal. Naismith, Cundy, hopefully he signs as well. Got Thomas Callas, got Rob Atkinson, left back Jay Silver, Cam Pring. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So I'm quite relaxed.
Fair enough. Thanks for the visit.
Is that Wilson a right back?
Sorry?
Is that Wilson a right back?
Yeah, he's all right. He's right back. So he's brilliant. Yeah, he's just fantastic. And yeah, he's straight to our team.
Fair enough. Clubs are starting to take the P with players' prices now, like ask for an extra 10 mil after agreeing on 30 mil is ridiculous. The moment we do that, walk away. Pick up the Tom, by the way. Training grounds getting done throughout work currently taking place, which I think is great news. Heard that Chelsea might use Jorginho in a swap deal for Demiral. I think that player defender's brilliant when he's fit. That quote is taken out of context. Bruno's sleepless nights were down to us being second top in the Premier League at the time he signed. We are not that now. And yeah, Foxy's talking to Tom. Big up to Timua, big United fan, by the way. Big up to you, my guy. And thanks for having me on the show last week, which I think is amazing. And these are a lot of comments as well. And going to Mark as well. Big up to you, Mark. If Botman and Ekitike don't sign, just take a breathe and move on. With or without them, I still believe we'll build a much improved squad. It won't be built this transfer window. Fair enough. And Danny Alves said to leave Basel. Would you take him on a short-term basis if you failed to sign Botman because of the game low or trying to play with our owners? I would love to have him 5-6 years ago, but not now.
Not now. He's too old now.
Well, he's still playing for the Brazilian national team, so not for me. Amanda didn't say anything about 60 mil, man. People are just making stuff up now. That's a my call, yeah. I mean, I was a bit naive as well. I should have just said,
I'm going to put Newcastle set the budget up.
Again?
Surely Newcastle have been given a budget to spend.
Well, you would have thought that, but people saying 60 mil, 100 mil, 150 mil. Just relax and just wait and see, people. And 60 million total, 60 million for FFP vote. Listen, end of the day, no one knows. No one knows at all whatsoever. Because, like my dad has 37-year-old, I think he's 40 now. And new updates on Demiral. Apparently, there could be a swap deal involving him and Jorginho as well. So don't quote us on that, by the way, Rexy. Let's not give this ridiculous amounts of selling club. Once you do it the first time, then can we use it against you in future deals? I think I can see your point, Ricky. I can see your point. What do you think of that comment there, Mason? I can see his point.
I agree with that.
Go back to that one.
Just clubs asking for silly money.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely ridiculous. And all I mean, if they want to fleece us, cool. But we're not going to be gullible. We're not going to be gullible. We're just going to walk away. We're not a club that's going to get fleeced. It's as simple as that. So other clubs need to be warned about this, by the way. good comment, Ricky. And he's dropped this microphone. Elliot Anderson will be a huge loss to Bristol. Should be Bristol Rovers. And could Elliot Anderson be our Phil Foden? I hope that's.
Christ.
Wow. Marco, I'd change that to Rovers if I would choose me.
I'd delete the comment and then delete your account, mate.
Wow. Danny Alves is not a centre back, you're right. And I agree, there have been more talks about the budget. If it's were to be confirmed true, I personally don't think the budget is that low. And got Matty, so I would love to play Bristol City in one of the cups. Get Andy to watch along. He's a good lad. That could well be.
Watch us get absolutely thumped. Yeah, right, nice one.
And Bristol City, if Bristol don't do a lot of backroom next season, I expect you to ban Andy from your show, John. That'd be tough. That'd be hard to get rid.
The thing is, I don't expect us to do the double over the Mackhams or Sunderland next season.
I hope you win one of them, though. I hope you win one of them.
They'll probably finish above us, to be honest, if we're anywhere near last season.
Fair dues.
They've got a good chance at finishing probably where we were last season. I think where Blackpool were. I think they've got good momentum, good players. Hopefully good recruitment for them. Yeah, I think they'd do well.
Cool. Big up to Luca, by the way. Check out his channel, by the way. He's not very happy at all whatsoever. I know Dan is not a centre back man, so I got mixed up. Yeah, I think you did, man. And Bassini, business scene starts with Birmingham takeover. What's your take on this, Annie? Championship knowledge. Birmingham could be taken over again.
Right. This is now. Obviously, the current owners of Birmingham are not liked. And how do I put this nicely? They're a bit crap. They're not very good. They're a bit crap, and they're rightly so. They've been criticised heavily, and rightly so. The Birmingham fans spawned them out. They have ruined what is a great football club with a lot of potential, with a great fan base. The stadium has been tampered with. They've got their main stand completely restricted because of maintenance, which I find total BS. They need to get rid of the owners, but Lawrence Bassini, really, Bassini, he completely ruined Watford, totally ruined Watford, and no. I don't see how this goes through. If this goes through, if the EFL actually allow this to go through, next season will be total chaos. Total chaos. Not only for Birmingham, Championship, EFL, League One, League Two, even the National League. Because once you get in a profile like Lawrence Bassini into football again, after what he did at Watford, and the way he was forced out of Watford, you can't go back into football. You can't go back into the EFL. If the EFL allow this is going to be chaos, total chaos. I totally think that. Look, it is going to be a mess if this goes through, and I truly worry for Birmingham, for EFL, and for all Championship clubs if this goes through, because there's going to be probably mass legal concerns for Birmingham. There's going to be mass legal concerns over the whole of the EFL, mass legal concerns over maybe even Dortmund for buying Jude Bellingham. Maybe even clubs who we don't even distinctly remember linked with Birmingham City in a minute scale will be concerned. Will be filing legal action because this is going to be really, really messy if Bassini takes the club over. Really messy and really quickly. I
agree. They tried to buy Bolton as well, but didn't get anywhere at all whatsoever. That's a couple of years ago.
Good.
Because Bolton are a good club and they wouldn't stick in them and put any crap from them at all whatsoever. How much do we offer for the two in January? Is that Carlos who offers something like 40 million, and we offered Botman around 30, but they wanted 60 at the time. So, yeah, they weren't going to go anywhere. That's a non-starter anyway. I've got to be real with that as well. No, that's not going to happen. Take Gale.
He's Middlesbrough by the looks of it.
Yeah, and West Brom. Yeah, that's a surprise.
Yeah, being linked as well. Take Gale at Bristol City. I think he'd do
Oh,
well.
no, thank you. No, thank you. Anyone? No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, not for you. Not for you. Fair enough. Barca are desperate for money. Aren't we going for a Timmy and Lenglet for the reasons? One of them is injury prone, right? And Lenglet, I mean, I don't think he's that good, by the way. I can't lie. So not for me, Daz. I thought Gale's off to the ball. That went quiet. Well, the Hotman team needs to be moved. Ashton said he was whining. He needs money wise as well. Aston Davey. Would you take Clark?
The problem with John. The problem with Gale to Borough is Borough apparently have Victor Gyökeres from Coventry as their first choice. So would I rather Gyökeres or Gale? I'd rather Gyökeres 100%. So yeah, if they can get Gyökeres, they'll go Gyökeres instead of Gale.
Yeah, fair enough. And would you take Clark at Bristol City, Annie? I think you'd be
No,
Clark.
We have about 1,500 centre backs, so I don't need another one.
Kieran Clark. I said Jack Clark.
Yeah, left back as well.
Yeah, play left back and play defence.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Nothing. What do you think of us linked to Attila Salalai? I think he's a brilliant defender.
Where's he from?
He's for Hungary. He plays for. If he's a centre back, he's for.
Not really, mate.
Not for
He's number 10, Salai.
I think he's a good defender. I mean, that centre back as well. We've got Billy in the house as well, and he's not very happy with Annie by the sounds of it. But
what did he say?
And he is saying now, we've got Geordie Tune for live. Andy Sunderland were the 5th best team in Division 1. Come on, lad, they are shite. Wow. Hold on, Andy. A minute ago, you were going to be top 6. Now you're saying the match is finished above in the same position to where you finished this year. Which one is it, mate?
No, I did say, on paper that squad should be challenging for the top 6. I never said we would be challenging for the top 6 because it is Bristol City Football Club here we're talking about. No. Look, we'll probably finish. We'll probably finish above. Look, I don't know where I'm going with this. We'll probably fit. I'll have to take my previous point off. We'll probably finish above the Mackhams, but we'll not finish too much higher than the Mackhams. We'll finish a couple of places higher than them, probably. Or maybe 14th, 13th, around there, top half, even push. Around there. Don't see us finishing too much higher than the Mackhams, though.
Wow, fair enough. Got big up to Billy, by the way. Billy, we're going to come on my channel, mate. I mean, just for Newcastle talk, let us know. Krista and Kunku, 100 million. I tell you what, he won't come to Newcastle. I tell you that right away. There's no way he'll go to a bigger club. Would you take Jade Vellum from Birmingham? 100%, but again, he'll not come to Newcastle.
I think he's been linked to go to Sunderland, that his brother.
Job Bellingham.
Job Bellingham. I thought it was a Jude, sorry.
No. Job Bellingham is interesting one because I think Birmingham will want to keep hold of him and integrate into the first team and then just raise that price tag a bit more. So yeah, I can see Birmingham keeping him and fending off interest for now. But next season, if he gets to get a regular game time, then oh dear Lord, 20 million, maybe even less, maybe more. If Bellingham fills up to his potential, not his brother's potential, his potential, because his potential is high as well. I can see him doing very well.
Very interesting. I don't know a lot about this kid, but he's such a talent for what I've heard as well. And kind of hope the Mackins get promoted to destroy next year with a black and white. And wow, David Saunders' money apparently with Bassini being the owner, he's been bankrupt a couple more times, worse than Carlson Young. Yep. That
Yeah,
are we
been
looking at?
fantastic.
Yes, Scamacca. I think that's not going to happen anytime soon. I think he wants to stay in Italy, and we'll be leaving Italy anytime soon. Rex number 3. Jeff, Dwight, and Kieran. You can have all those. And you can have those players.
Harry, my answer is this. This is what I'm going to say. How about a no, and a no?
Fair enough. Big up to Colin, by the way, mate. Will be okay. I thought there's only one football club in Bristol City.
Good answer. Good response. I like that. Good from you.
There you go. We know Girls Championship goal scoring machine. Surprised there's not a good few teams in for him. He had a couple of seasons, right, and not one of them picked him
It's
up
wages.
whatsoever.
It's wages, isn't it? It's
Is it?
wages, and any of the relegated teams are not really going to want him. But if any of the promoted teams, relegated teams don't want him, then if you're dropping down from the parachute payments, and you're not going to get anyone who is willing to pay those wages, unless you're willing to go for it and totally risk the bank, totally risk everything and go for it. Unless that happens and someone says, "Do I go?" Don't see it happening.
I think Gale's on 40k a week, isn't he?
He'd definitely take a pay cut, but he won't take a pay cut so significant. He, like, on average, Championship is about what, 10, 15, 10, 12k a week.
Thank you.
10, 12k a week. That it won't be much higher than that. He won't take a pay cut from that to the average. He will take about 20 a week, which is still significant money for anyone.
Absolutely, I agree. That'd be tough, man. But it's gonna be interesting. Championship should target Chris Mepham from Bournemouth. Can't see him playing in the Premier League next season.
Interesting player.
Chris Mepham.
Interesting player.
He is very
interesting. Very, very interesting player. I think he's I think he is Premier League quality. I'll get slated by Bournemouth fans if I said that on a Bournemouth fan channel. But I think he is. And I don't know. I think he can do a job for Bournemouth if he gets a chance, especially if Lloyd Kelly leaves. Buy Newcastle. Pay 50 million. We'll get 10 million in response for that. Yeah, no. Anyways, I think Mepham will probably stay, maybe. And it's 50-50 actually. I think about it. He'll probably it's 50-50 whether he'll stay or not. Whether he's a good option is another story, because more of a ball playing centre back, and not many teams draw lower down the Championship play with that anymore. Playing wing backs, and Mepham doesn't suit a back three, plays in back two, and centre back partnership, and he suits that.
Yeah, fair enough. Gotta catch all these comments as well because I'm a bit late on them. ENQUIRIES is leaving Coventry for the Borough. Fulham sniffing around apparently. That's from Billy, and also.
Can I just say that Borough have had an approach for ENQUIRIES? So, look, I'm not saying I know anything. Just what's been reported.
I've seen there was a bid rejected this afternoon.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. If a big enough bid comes in for ENQUIRIES, then he'll go, but not from Borough, I don't think.
Fair enough. I'm giving John great streams to me. Thanks, Bo, Julie. I appreciate that, my guy. Fantastic. Gareth would be great for Bristol City. If Anne's prediction's right, I hope Robin's finished 20th then. Found anyone yet? Only Matt Target, and that's all we've got in a minute. We're into a few players, but hey ho, not a lot going on in a minute. On we have two Sellies, Adam and Antilia.
Oh my god. Did anyone watch the game yesterday?
Yeah, well, I'll play the shite.
Right,
Play the shite.
I'll tell you what, the less. Go on.
I think after 2-0, the Hungary captain went off, and they gave the armband to an ex-Bristol City reject. And I tweeted, "Are they taking the effing piss? Are they taking the effing piss?" You're sat there and you're going, at least he's not going to do well against England. He has the armband and he gets the assist for the third, and you go, what is happening? What has happened to this team? What has happened to my mind? Oh, unbelievable.
Dear me.
I think England's going to get relegated from Nations League A.
Yeah, probably.
Discuss the intervention. No, not for me, mate. He's too old and he's 40. How long's on Sven's Hugo's contract? I know drop Clark in Bristol if they want him. For me, we don't know. I think they've got quite a few 2 years left on the contracts, perhaps. Langley has 15 caps to fans, 105 for Barcelona. John Satton's enough, mate. Listen, there's better players than you give us Glazer Bayman, mate, any time of the day. Yeah, I mean he's injury prone, lots of injuries as well, and I just don't think he's that good. That's just my opinion, mate. I would take Mitwell back if he's available. Marco, not for me, mate. Southgate, Gareth, Bousquet. That's a good one, isn't it? And I'm not going to read that, Michael. I'm sorry, mate. Francois at the bottom of the group, I think even the squad, he's taking the World Cup anyways. And what's up on Whitney Smith? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so been there for just over an hour. Dean Henderson, Mason. He's feeling Nottingham Forest, by the way. I mean, we've been interviewing for a couple of weeks, and now Forest is going to come in and actually going to get him on a season-long loan.
I think he'll go there just because they'll need a replacement. Because I seen the day that I think it was Nons have put a bid in for Samba, and I think Forest will probably accept that because I know he wants to leave, and with Henderson being the number one priority for Forest, I think he'll go.
Yeah, I think he probably will. Samba will be away 100%, and Anderson will probably end up going to Forest on the season-long loan anyway. So we should see on that one. Nation League really doesn't matter anyway. I don't think anyone cares, but his performance with Southgate, no excuses losing 5-0 over 2 games versus Hungary. That is shocking, absolutely shocking. And
it's embarrassing.
It is. I mean, someone had a go at us causing an idiot yesterday, right? Saying I stopped being an idiot sort of thing. I could bring it up here, right? And I could disclose the person's name, but I'm not going to because at the end of the day, I've got too much class. But at the end of the day, he could have jumped on about 100,000 people on there. He decided to jump on us. I'll put him straight. Actually put him in his place. Actually, do you know what I mean? So if you want to have a go at us, that's cool. Yeah, but expect it back. Simple as that. I may be a good guy, but I'm not a walkover. Let's be real. Big up to Danny, by the way. What's the point of people giving us good odds for top 6, but I haven't not seen any top 6 standard players linked? That's the thing. You should be doing your bookies closer to the season, not flipping do it now, because at the end of the day, we don't know which way it's going to come through yet. And there you go. What do you think of who should replace Gareth Southgate if he was to leave, which I don't see happening anytime soon? For me,
I think I've heard a lot of people saying they want Graham Potter, hasn't it, the manager?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Why is he going to leave? Why would he leave Brighton?
Exactly, that's what I've been thinking. Why would he want to leave Brighton when he's got a project happening and he's quite settled with the players he's got and the setup he's got as well? So he won't want to leave.
Eddie Howe, please. Yes, please. I'll get Eddie Howe in there. Yes, please.
I'll go with that, Chris. This is... Yeah, I can't understand why not being given a new contract before the mess. Well, I mean, he did. But, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't disagree. When the FA gave him the new contract, I went yes, good decision, right decision, because it's just off the back of the Euros, and you're going, yeah, 1 penalty, 2 penalties away from winning the Euros, winning a major competition since 1966. You go, yes, please. Yeah, I signed the contract. You can't turn on him around now just because he's lost a few games, lost 2 games against Hungary and not scored in open play in 4 games. You can't turn on him now. You've got to stick with him. I 100% am sticking with Southgate.
England having to be able to have their strongest team out. And Mr. Like Rashford and Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
You think Rashford gets into the first team?
if Rashford is like match fit and all that, I think he'd get the England squad.
Oh yeah, Sancho as well.
Not Sanchez, but that's the team players that were missed. Sancho, Rashford, and Luke Shaw.
Chilwell, and then who else? No Nick Pope, Henderson, Ben White. A lot of players.
I wouldn't say Ben White because he's awful.
Eric Dyer.
Probably.
But here's a question: why did he bring on Harry Maguire for Harry Maguire?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Why did he
That
bring
was
that?
was hilarious.
Why?
He
He's
just
shit.
went 4-0 down. He just went 4-0 down. Like Stones got the red card, and I was like, does it really matter if we putting on a defender? Like Hungary don't want to score more goals. They don't care if they score more goals or not. They've won the game. We're not going to make a comeback here.
No.
Gareth Southgate to piss every man and their dog and their cat and their grandma and their aunt and their uncle brings on Harry Maguire, and I go, he's not done this tactically. He's just done this to piss everyone off. He's just done that to piss everyone off, and I'm like, yeah, great, fabulous,
Crazy, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Southgate's got to go after the World Cup. That's my opinion. What about Koulibaly for Napoli? I tell you, he's got 1 year left on his contract. I'd take him tomorrow. That guy is brilliant. He still is. We had Liverpool first game of the new season. Listen, I've got to believe it tomorrow morning and not now. Simple as that. Jordy said Steve Cooper for England for Nottingham Forest there. That's an interesting choice.
He's worked for England before, but
oh yeah, he's
he
been
couldn't do it,
consistent. Who's the current under 21 manager?
Is it what's his name? Is it Lee Carsley?
I think so.
Yes, it is Lee Carsley, isn't it? It
Is
is.
it Lee Carsley?
Is he going to get the job?
Is it? I'll tell you what though, he can't. He'd be better sticking to what he knows. Just stay there. We need a proper English manager that's going to come in if Southgate gets the sack. I heard Pochettino says we linked the deal. Give us a break. Jobs for an Englishman. Excuse me. Leaving Brighton to go to England is a no-brainer for a young English manager. Come on, guys.
Is it though?
Wow.
Is it though? Brighton at this stage of his career and this stage of Brighton's progression, I wouldn't say it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Exactly. I was joking before I was on Bielsa, and now actually taken. He will at least have us playing good football. Sean Dyche as well is fine with me. Too early for Al and Potter as well. John, why won't the club sack off these two players? Ekitike is being mooted by his age for Dortmund. Botman's agent's money. More. Let's move on. There's not talent anyway. Eddie Howe's great project in Newcastle and then England job. Listen, I want Eddie to be here for a long, long time. Unless you know it's Diego Simeone. Who would you take as an opening day? I'd take
Man United.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? I'm not scared of it. It's obviously to me that England only did so well last time because of Graham Jones. That's when Billy I agree with it. Because
I
the
agree
coach
with
is
that.
forward, by the way. I agree with that as well. That's just knowing England squad. What he's done for the last 16 months, I think he's been poor. It's just the Premier League fixtures tomorrow, or does it include the lower league? So no, just the Premier League, mate, by the sounds of it, as far as I know.
I think the League One AFL basically is out on the 23rd.
That's
Next week. Yeah. If England could stay fit, I'd give him a fun thing. Absolutely. He's been on form. Give him a go. England got extremely lucky with the draws in each of the last two tournaments. We beat teams we really should beat. Lost to inferior Croatia with Southgate outmanaged by Mancini in the Euros as well.
What?
Yeah.
No, we did not lose to an inferior Croatia. We had a midfield of Dele Alli, Jordan Henderson, and Jesse Lingard against Croatia, while they had Brozovic, Rakitic, and Modric. No, we did not lose to an inferior Croatia. They totally dominated us. They should have done with that squad.
They're top team Croatia at the time. And
at that time, they were brilliant. They were ridiculously good. They've fallen off, and we've progressed as a group. You can't say we lost to inferior Croatia. Outmanaged by Mancini in the Euros? No. Went to penalties? Not really. Went to penalties, and at penalties, it is a testament of mental strength and pure skill under pressure. And bringing on Sancho and Rashford was a poor decision, but that wasn't influenced by Mancini. That was just a poor strategic error, which Southgate should be held responsible for.
Yeah.
But he wasn't outmanaged by Mancini in the Euros, and he wasn't. He wasn't. Didn't lose an inferior Croatia. Croatia at that point were very good. Very good.
Yeah, they were very good. And coaches have to get you on next time, mate. It's not going to be here too much longer, mate, but definitely next time. Say that again. I didn't catch what you said. Oh, any of the relegated teams now. I'll be take on Man United. I'd take that one all day long. I'll be happy playing them first. I'm not scared of them. And I'd take any relegation team, Fulham, Bournemouth, and who else got promoted? Forest as well. Yeah, any of those lot as well, mate. So no problems at all. Did you see the rumour? And according to the rumour, I'd rather use 80 million on Usman. 100%. I mean, Conde will go to Barcelona if he's going to leave. He wants a Barca move. Fair point. Jones more attacking side to England. Now he's gone. We aren't scoring goals. I mean, they need to get him back in the England squad as well if they can. Where's the last time you watched England played and say, wow, what a performance? I can't remember. We got to the World Cup semis and Euros finals not playing great. That's very true.
No, what? No,
what do you think of that one?
I just feel like people are so either on one side or on the other. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. We didn't play well. Really? I know we played against Panama, Tunisia, and lost against Belgium. But really, we didn't play well. Come on. Of course we played well. That's why we got to the semi-finals. We of course we played well. Euros as well. If anything, Euros are more tricky. I had to play Croatia. Had to play Scotland, who were really up for it. I had to play, who else did we have to play? Czech Republic, who were good that year. Had to play Germany. Had to play Ukraine, who were decent that year. What's not good about that? And then had to play Denmark as well, who had that Christian Eriksen, tragic Christian Eriksen event, which gulled them and motivated them further. You can't say we didn't play well. Of course we played well. We don't get through so many teams with just pure luck. There's got to have good management skills, good players, good individual quality, good moments, good defending, good attacking, good game management, and we had all of that in the Euros. Had all of that in the World Cup. We went 1-0 down for the first, which conceded a goal for the first time against Denmark. We could have easily panicked and folded. No, we did not. What did we go and do? We went, we scored an equaliser, take it to extra time, won the game.
The only reason why, when against Denmark, the only player I can say who changed the game against Denmark was Jack Grealish.
Exactly. Why? Because we got quality off the bench. Not every player who we want to start will start. We can only fit 11 players into the team. We can't shoehorn 14, 15 players in. That's just. There's some players who are going to have to miss out. We've got to deal with it. We've got to make sure they're given a fair crack of the whip, but they can change the game off the bench. They can contribute in any way possible to the England team. They are a mighty success. If they contribute off the bench, great. If you contribute from minute one, that's great. Come on.
Fair enough. Please, we played awful, mate. Negative football. He is a negative manager. That's my opinion. So you get that Southgate. The trouble is, John, why some fans or even England fans got short memories? I don't think Southgate is that good at all whatsoever. He bottled the final against Italy, plain and simple. What got the first goal? We should have really had a go at them. Then at the end of the day, we allowed Italy to play their game. They could have scored a couple before Bonucci scored the equalising goal. They could have won it in the end. A couple of good chances as well. But Southgate, let's put it this way. Could you honestly see Gareth Southgate manage a top club in the Premier League? I can't.
No.
Nope.
No chance. I mean, they got good top quality players for England, and he can't even manage them. He cannot.
Nobody will
It's-
want Southgate because he's that negative.
You can't really
Right.
compare international football to club football because on club football you work with them on a daily basis. International football you work with them
Yeah, man.
for a couple of weeks, 4 weeks every 6 months. Can't really compare it. But yeah, he wouldn't get a job not because of his football, but probably because of management record in the club. You could be a much better club manager than you are a international manager. Look at Roy Hodgson, for example. He was throughout his career has been excellent. He's been a brilliant servant to the game, club football. Got the England job, totally cracks under pressure.
Yeah.
Why? Because you've got the whole country outside the circle, and you're just in this little bubble. There's got to be some kind of mental thinking behind all of this, and say, surely there's some element of can't really compare the two of them.
Yeah, I agree. Form of exercise, the fact that you should have lost to Germany only because Kane died. We've got a point. Rudiger did not touch him. I'm sorry, Southgate got the job anyway. We lied to the FA and said that we would find the best. Let's have a look at the best, then straight down under 21 manager. I'm sorry, the FA went for cheap and good draws, got him a name he doesn't deserve. I have to agree there. Matty, how many England managers have been sacked and taken over in top team? I can't think of one who has done that. I cannot. Ukraine.
Keegan?
No, he left. He resigned in the Man
Big
City.
Big Sam at
Yeah.
Sunderland.
Yeah.
That's the only one
Well,
I
he
can
left.
think of.
Yeah, he left Sunderland, go to England, didn't he? And then when he left England,
Hudson?
Yeah, Hodgson had some good teams as well. Ukraine, Euro game is fair to say great performance, but there's a difference of finding a way to win games, playing dead football and playing good football. Keith, it happens with Kinkev, he couldn't hack it. There you go. And all I can say is sort of thing. Do you think before we wrap up, do you think Southgate will last? Please don't turn it off, please. Copyrights. Thank you.
He couldn't hack it.
There you
go.
That's not me.
And
turn it down, please. Someone. Thank you. I was going to knock someone off. So listen, I'm going to leave it there as well, people. But thanks so much for coming on, guys. I really appreciate that because we're on an hour and 10 minutes. So did you enjoy coming on, people?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. Good to catch up.
Definitely. I mean, we could have gone on for another half an hour doing this sort of thing as well, but obviously Newcastle channel and England channel, unfortunately. But read the comments. Southgate is working with the cream of English footballers and cannot get them to play. That's from Ken. People to you, Ken.
No, he can get them to play. He did get them to play the Euros, and that's why we got to the finals.
Fair comment. Remember, and Annie, we were told by the FA themselves they would not spare one penny to get us a top manager. They didn't look. They palmed us off for the under 21 manager. The FA are to blame.
They'd say that, but then they used continuity. They brought in someone who was already in the system for years. He'd been in the system. Since he'd left Borough, he'd been in the system in England. You're not going to suddenly go out there and get someone who's not been in the system. You're going to try and get as much continuity as you can. And Gareth Southgate was the option then. And I thought, not sure, but up until now, he's been fabulous for us. Taken to a semi-finals, finals, first time to 66. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say he's been a success. And even if he does leave, I think all England fans should come together and say, thank you, Gareth. I think we should say thank you, Gareth, because he's done a very, very, very good job. The position England were in when he took over was a joke. England were a shambles, like a proper shambles. When I normally say shambles, I don't really usually mean it. But when I say this, I mean it. England were a proper shambles, proper mess. But then he got the group together, he got the players in, and he got them playing. Really gelled. The group gelled, mentality grew, confidence grew, and eventually expectations were back to normal England standards. Before then, it was just like, just get to the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it out. Just get out of the group. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassing. Just get out of the group. But now it's like, if we don't get to semi-finals, it's a massive failure. If we don't get to finals, it's a massive failure. Some people are saying if we don't win the World Cup, it's a failure.
I'll be happy they get the semi-final in the World Cup.
That's a negative in that people are a bit delusional, but that's a positive in terms of how far Gareth Southgate has come. To take the group and the expectations to that far, it should be commended and should be thanked by all England fans.
Fair enough. Got some good points there, Andy. Got some good points there. We should, and I believe you're going for Mary Demiral, top defender. I believe it's going to be a swap deal between Jorginho and him as well. So don't quote us on that one. Thanks, Matty, for that. Appreciate that, mate. Thanks for coming in. If we have to use Tunisia and Panama wins, give Southgate praise. That says enough. Colombia had key players missing. Germany wasn't great at Euros. Every time we played a top team, we lost. That is the thing. We can't even beat France. Let's be real. And great show, John. You're late again, mate. Not good enough, Brian. Not good enough. We've got the final course. We swerve every top side. I see Danny's point. John, not yet, mate. Not yet. And I hope I don't ever get one, mate. Andy, since he's relegated in the borough, I'm sorry they weren't that bad. Give me
improving, yes.
Southgate's done a decent job, but the key game shows where he cannot adapt. He didn't react to Croatia's change at half-time, and Euro finals saw he can park the bus at 180 minutes, and he one shot a goal at Wembley. Just to sum them up. Southgate heard a new golden generation hasn't got a clue how to use them, and he's wasted them just like Sven did. And
give me one good name who's going to come in straight away into this World Cup and go, I know how to use this group. No.
Yeah.
No.
Can't see it.
And that is the problem. We've got to stick with Southgate. Even if you don't like him, we've got to stick with him till the World Cup. Whether the FA are panicky enough that they're going to sack him or force him to resign or whatever, they're not going to do that. They're not that stupid. They're going to keep him, and that I feel like he will stay to the World Cup. Whether he stays past the World Cup, I'm not sure. My feeling is unlikely. Feeling is that it's unlikely he'll stay. But after that, we don't have another option. Even if we sack him, right? Who's it going to be? In terms of Sven, yes, he 100% wasted that golden generation. I mean, just that midfield, you can't just. That was. Look, I wasn't alive then, but that was genuinely dreadful. I mean, I've read about it, heard about it, whatever. That was dreadful. This feels like a continuity process which will get us somewhere. And hopefully that's a World Cup in Qatar.
Well, I tell you what, he needs to fix up in Qatar. All eyes will be on him, by the way. Look at that group: Iran, USA, and Wales. That's not an easy group, by the way. I think Iran's under in quantity. Yeah, could get through, could do it, but it's going to be hard work for us. And yeah, I'll go with you, Tony, by the way. I mean, allow Sterling, Grealish, and not taking it. That is shocking. Any half-decent manager would. That's Andy's question. Diego Simeone. I tell you, I love that guy in Newcastle one day.
Why would you want to leave? Why do you want to leave Atletico when he's got a project going on there? Why?
Exactly. 10 years being there for 10 years. You don't want to put
it's going to be so hard to convince managers who are in a job in a club to get to move from their job. It's going to be so difficult, and it's not going to be something that's going to happen probably with England. Probably going to go with managers out of job. Whether that's I don't know. I don't know if Southgate leaves. Who's going to be available by then? Sean Dyche?
Not for me.
Is that someone who convinces you? Really?
Not for me. Not for me.
Not for me. Look, Sean Dyche is a fabulous manager, but he needs to be at a club. He can't be at international level. Just doesn't feel like he's going to suit him. And if that doesn't suit him, it's going to his stock is going to crash, isn't it? So, look. Maybe a manager like who was that Switzerland manager? Vladimir Petkovic. That's
Petkovic. Yeah.
Yeah. He was out of contract at he was sacked at Bordeaux, wasn't he? Clearly made a mistake leaving Switzerland. Or even Franco Foda, who was the ex-Austria manager.
Yeah.
One of them would be a decent shout. But apart from that, who are we going to go with? An English manager? Really? Come on. That's not really.
Fair enough.
No, thanks.
Go through the slide of the comments as well. Big up to Foxy again, Danny, Chesware. Big up to Chesware. Billy said, and Belgium no crap manager, racing goal opportunity Roberto Martinez.
I agree with us.
Yeah, and Chesware eats just okay, I know what you mean. And yeah, I'm a good man, and a good man you too. That's when Tony and Bulgarian manager. No idea who he is. Listen, guys, going to wrap up there, but thanks for coming on. And we can go on for hours and hours about England as well. Maybe we can talk about England next time, I think, for real next time. And it is what it is. And yeah, so guys, you Andy, where do you find your comment from you? Where do you find you on your channel, mate?
You can find me at Robin's Talk if you want to hear my beautiful controversial opinions. On YouTube, you can find me there. On Twitter, you can find me at Annie Harris 5, I think it is. And yeah, you can also find me on Instagram at Robin's Talk as well. Yeah, if you want to hear about Bristol City, Championship, all that stuff, you can just subscribe to my channel. Head over there, and yeah, that'd be great.
Brilliant channel it's got. Brilliant channel. It's going to destined for the top. Mason, you haven't got you got social media at all, mate? Where do you find
Yeah. I've Instagram's MFC639, Twitter Mason Ford, same as Facebook, and hopefully Twitter because I love ranting about a certain Harry Maguire. I always do because he's shit. And yeah, that's me on socials.
Fair enough. And Gordon,
I don't have one, John.
you don't have one.
Not sure.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You just keep watching this, mate. You can find us on the links in the description, and I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Insta. The links are down there as well. It's all there for you to watch. And if you like the video, like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to become a member, click on the join button. If you'd like to super chat us, exactly, you see I've done a good job. You do what you have to do. So thanks for watching. I'm going to be on Jason's channel tomorrow for the Sinclair Awards tomorrow, so watch out for that. And that'll be
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Let me tell you, I can't wait for it. But I hope I don't win the thing. But I'll be a guest.
probably will.
I think that John, the Sinclair Awards, I can't probably watch that show tomorrow.
Say again.
What time's that show on tomorrow? The Sinclair Awards thing.
Yeah, that's on Jason's channel. So look on for that, mate. And the links are out there. And it's on Jason's. Keeping it tuned. Click on that, and it's on there. Big up to Noel. Thanks, Noel, as a mod. Thanks, Tony B. Thanks again. And I should wrap up there, guys. I shall see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching us. And
John.
keeping it tuned now. Keeping it tuned. But watch what you're doing. Thanks for watching.
John.
Take care.